bloody fantastic.
Hello everybody, my name is Goodboy and welcome to a video on the top 10 biggest winners and losers of patch 7.21c. Before we begin the video though, as always, like, subscribe, share, and of course do check the description for different giveaways and other exciting stuff. So winner number 10 is Tidehunter. Tidehunter is an exceptional offlane hero that can scale and even be a carry in the late game with his, well, mainly Anchor Smash to be honest, but nonetheless a superb team fighter and offers a lot of value to the team. Very, very popular across all scenes from lower skill brackets to higher skill brackets. Highly meta viable, and of course he saw his strength gain reduced from 3.8 to 3.5. Particularly annoying as it's his primary attribute, but nonetheless a 1.5% loss for the guy still means that he is meta viable and the hero is very much enjoyed and is definitely still worth playing. In at number 9 is Phantom Assassin. Phantom Assassin saw her primary attribute, agility gain, reduced from 3.7 to 3.4, which of course is painful, resulting in a 1.76% reduction in win rate. Phantom Assassin though still is definitely meta viable, just nowhere near as good as she was when, well, since 7.20 anyway, and definitely since 7.21. But nonetheless, hero exceptionally strong, highly powerful, very, very good at, particularly in the mid game and that high yield damage. So still worth playing, but sadly, as always, just not as good. In at number 8, we see our first winner. Broodmother saw agility gain increase from 2.5 to 2.8, and the level 15 talent increase from plus 15 agility plus 20. Pretty juicy, right? And yes, indeed, a 2% win rate has been achieved. Sadly, Broodmother isn't particularly meta viable. We're rarely ever seeing her, and while these are positive changes in her favour, actually, that big, lovely spider still is pretty bad right now, especially in the lower skill bracket, so still worth avoiding. In at number 7 is Bounty Hunter. Bounty Hunter saw an agility gain reduction from 3.1 to 2.6. Again, annoying change, but the hero still offers quite a lot of value. The Janada Gold Steel is a perfect example of that, and with very few items, the hero can come along online, be exceptionally fast, and secure plenty of kills. Highly versatile, and in the pro scene, definitely still well played. So, and from a metrics point of view, still definitely meta viable. So Viper saw a brutal savagery. Luckily, it looks like the changes aren't actually that bad, but nonetheless there were a lot. The agility gain was reduced from 3.3 to 2.8. Never Toxin AoE damage no longer stacks with itself. Never Toxin mana cost was increased from 75 to 70, 80, 90, 100. And poison attack slow was reduced from 25 to 40% to 10 to 40%. So while some of those obviously level off with time, these are unilateral negatives. The thing is, Viper is still so powerful that and while it's a 2.5% drop in win rate, the hero still actually has the best win rate in the game. And as Immortal Faith Pro Coach has been telling me, still an excellent hero, well worth playing, that you should definitely continue to spam if you're already playing it. In number 5, we have another winner, and that's Morphling. Morphling saw a strength gain increase from 2.6 to 3. Now, as you know, Morphling can swap attributes, so that kind of is not so much of any improvements on strength or agility are going to be nice. Naturally, of course, is a nice primary attribute, but that doesn't massively matter. So Morphling's win rate is rocketing up at over 2.5%. Here's the thing though with Morphling. Morphling is in the lower skill brackets certainly still struggling to be meta viable. Generally, you're going to lose more than you're going to win, statistically anyway. And even in the higher skill bracket, still not particularly favoured. So Morphling receiving positive changes, but still not really worth it. Number 4, we have another big winner, and that is Death Prophet. Death Prophet saw Silence cast point reduced from 0.5 to 0.4. She also saw her Crypt Swarm mana cost reduced from 105 to 165 to 85 to 160, and her level 15 talent was increased from 150 cast range to 175 cast range. So pretty nice positive changes there. Sadly, like Morphling, still not especially meta viable, and the hero, while offers certain things in certain situations and is a great pushing hero, still struggling to have a positive win rate. In at number 3 is Lifestealer. Lifestealer saw quite a lot of things wrecked, basically. Well, one thing, and that was his strength. Strength gain was reduced from 3.2 to 2.9. The thing that I did want to mention, though, about Lifestealer that is also notable is the mana gold yield from Midas. Midas is pretty much a standard item on Lifestealer, more so than all the other heroes I've mentioned, and the reduction in gold on that also is pretty painful. Nonetheless, though, after consulting with some pro players on the matter, apparently in certain circumstances Midas still works on Lifestealer. But, of course, as you can imagine, this has brought down his win rate to almost break even, just above 50% in terms of win rate. So, unfortunately, in combination with Midas and the strength gain lost, I think Lifestealer is now pretty much off the boil and is not going to offer you the same game impact as other heroes will. In at number 2 is a rising star that continues to see positive changes, and this is Templar Assassin. Now, Templar Assassin has actually seen a 5% increase over 5% increase in win rate. So agility gain was increased from 2.6 to 2.8, which is nice, and refraction bonus damage was increased from 20 to 80 to 25 to 100. So unilateral positive continuous improvements here, and that helps a lot. Sadly, Templar Assassin is not amazingly meta viable right now and still struggles to offer a high enough game impact to justify playing it consistently. It would always still be a situational pick at best. But nonetheless, positive steps, and who knows what the next patch will hold. Finally, in at number 1 is easily one of the biggest winners by far, with an over 6% improvement in win rate, and that is Meepo. So Meepo saw his agility gain increase from 23 plus 1.6 to 24 plus 1.8, and a strength gain increase from 1.6 to 1.8. These wonderful stats, which is one of the most important things for the hero, have seen a drastic change, and the hero now, funnily enough, boasts one of the best win rates in the game at 54% meta averaged. So if you enjoy playing Meepo, I know I do, it's a good chance either to practice or to dust him off and have a little fun with the guy. Anyway, everybody, thank you so much for watching. As always, please hit the like, subscribe and share button. Please do, of course, check out some of my other videos too at the end screen. Thank you and goodbye.